Before we begin, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and turn on notifications. Here we investigate real, documented cases involving military forces, official records, and events that were never fully explained. What you are about to hear did not happen on a lonely road. It happened inside one of the most secure nuclear bases in the United States. It was March of 1967. Deep in the frozen plains of Montana, Malmstrom Air Force Base stood on constant alert. Beneath the ground, spread across miles of reinforced silos, sat intercontinental ballistic missiles. Each one carried a nuclear warhead. Each one was designed to be ready at a moment's notice. The Cold War was at its peak, and tension with the Soviet Union was absolute. Every procedure, every checklist, every system was built with redundancy, precisely to prevent a total failure. Late that night, Air Force personnel inside the underground launch control center were performing routine duties. The environment was calm, controlled, and familiar. Then, without warning, an alarm sounded. One missile went offline, then another, and another. Within minutes, multiple nuclear missiles were rendered inoperable. No command had been given, no drills were scheduled, no maintenance procedures were underway. The shutdowns were sequential, methodical, and completely unplanned. As officers scrambled to understand what was happening, reports came in from the surface. Security teams stationed near the missile silos were calling in, their voices tense and confused. They were seeing something in the sky. A glowing, reddish object was hovering above the base, silently positioned near the launch facilities. It was not an aircraft. It made no sound. It showed no visible propulsion, and it appeared to maneuver with deliberate precision. Inside the control room, disbelief quickly turned to fear. Missiles that were designed to withstand electronic warfare, sabotage, and accidental failure were shutting down one by one. According to later testimony, 10 missiles became completely disabled in a matter of moments. These were not brief signal interruptions. They were full system failures that required extensive repair work afterward. The object outside remained visible for several minutes, maintaining position as if observing the base. Some personnel later described a sense of pressure and unease, as though the event was not random. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the object moved away and vanished into the night sky. When it was gone, the damage was already done. The missiles did not come back online. America's nuclear deterrent had been compromised without a single shot fired, without any enemy contact, and without any explanation. An immediate investigation followed. High-ranking Air Force officers arrived on site. Technical teams examined cables, circuits, and command systems. No mechanical cause was found. No evidence of sabotage was discovered. No human error could explain the pattern. Officially, the event was attributed to an unknown malfunction. Unofficially, many of the men involved were instructed to remain silent about what they had seen. Years later, some of them did speak. Former Air Force officers, including launch commanders who had been responsible for the missiles that night, eventually came forward. They described the same sequence of events independently: a glowing object above the base, missiles shutting down in rapid succession, immediate pressure from superiors to avoid discussing the incident. These were not rumors or second-hand stories. These were sworn testimonies from trained military personnel entrusted with nuclear weapons. The implications were staggering. Whatever that object was, it demonstrated the ability to interfere with advanced military technology at the most sensitive level imaginable. This was not passive observation. This was direct interaction. Control, even if temporary, had been taken away from human operators. If it was a foreign power, it possessed technology far beyond anything publicly known in 1967. No nation at the time demonstrated the capability to disable nuclear missiles remotely, silently, and simultaneously. If it was something else, the question became even more disturbing. Why demonstrate this power at a nuclear base? Why interfere but not destroy? The Air Force never provided a complete explanation. Documents related to the incident were classified or heavily redacted. Reports were minimized. Publicly, the event faded into obscurity, overshadowed by larger Cold War narratives. But among those who were there, the memory never faded. In the decades that followed, similar reports would emerge from other nuclear facilities around the world. UFOs appearing near missile sites, weapons systems shutting down or, in some cases, activating unexpectedly. A pattern began to form, suggesting that Malmstrom was not an isolated event, but part of something broader and deeply unsettling. At Malmstrom Air Force Base, for a brief moment in 1967, the most powerful weapons ever created were rendered useless by something that did not identify itself, did not communicate, and did not leave an explanation behind. If you believe secrets were never meant to be revealed, leave your like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Here, we continue investigating what was documented, witnessed, and quietly buried.